This week's Waste of the Week goes to the Connecticut Port Authority and President Biden's administration for its historic payroll. CEO and founder of OpenTheBooks.com, Adam Andrzejewski, joining us this morning. Good morning to you, Adam. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, Jan.
Let's begin with the White House payroll. How about it? Because the spending was first published on July 1st for the White House. It gives a comprehensive look at really all the spending through an oversight report. How much did President Biden spend in his first 2 years?
So in his first 2 years, President Joe Biden on the White House payroll spent over $100 million. It was actually $100.7 million over the course of his first 2 years. The payroll headcounts at the White House have never been higher. But here's who makes the most money. The top paid staffer is actually the former director of the National Institute of Health, Francis Collins, and he makes over $300,000. All the way back through Obama, we've never seen a White House staffer make more than $240,000. The folks you see on TV, like the national security officer, the chief of staff, the press secretary, they make $180,000. Now, if you're wanting to see the vice president's payroll, that's not in this disclosure. The vice president doesn't disclose her payroll. She is the elected official in the country that is the least transparent. She discloses no payroll and claims that she's not subject to disclosing it virtue of the Federal Freedom of Information Act.
Yeah, and no White House has ever employed 500 staffers. There's at least 100 more staffers, more than what both Trump and Obama at the same point had in their respective presidencies. So why does Biden have so many staffers?
So in his first year, Biden, not only did he exceed 500 staffers, which was historic, but he employed 560 staffers. And that was 190 more than President Trump and 80 more than President Obama at the same point after their first year of the presidency. And so there's 91 special initiative czars. These are folks that are employed on specific issues. Think climate change or guns or social justice or government ownership of broadband. Those special initiative czars have driven up the headcount payroll numbers at the White House.
And there's also this tremendous amount of turnover, right? So tell me more about the turnover and also why this report is so important when it comes to understanding an administration's priorities.
So between the first year and the second year, Biden incredibly turned over 220 employees at the White House. It was nearly 40% turnover at the White House. Could you imagine running a business where you turn over 4 out of every 10 of your employees in your first year? That's absolute chaos.
I was looking at your report on this Connecticut Port Authority's peer project because it is the subject of a wide-ranging federal probe. This is very intriguing to me. Tell us about this project and what led to this federal probe.
So this has the hallmarks of everything that's interesting in a federal probe of a project gone bad. You've got a tremendous amount of taxpayer money, about $250 million into this project. And then you have all of the interesting things like the allegations of bribes and excessive gifts and of insiderism, people on the board of the Port Authority, and then their employers receiving contracts from the Port Authority. And then you have folks that are supposed to be in competition with each other, like competing operators of different port authorities in the state of Connecticut, but that operator gets the same contract when he's at a competing port authority. So you've got a lot of interesting factors in play here, and at every level, law enforcement's taking a look.
Yeah, so we're looking at people who potentially could have taken bribes. Are any of the people who could have taken some of these bribes still in a position of power?
Well, we don't actually know because the quote-unquote ethics office is not disclosing whether the people are still employed. They have fined $10,000 one of the contractors for these unethical, they say, gifts that could be properly characterized as bribes. But they're not disclosing whether or not the folks that receive the payments are still working there. So you have federal investigation, you have the Kentucky Attorney General investigating this, and you have ethics office fines already being levied. Look, I'm from Illinois. It's the Super Bowl of corruption, and this has every reminder that this is an interesting case unfolding at the Port Authority in Connecticut.
Oh my gosh, a lot more to come on that one for sure. CEO and founder of OpenTheBooks.com, Adam Andrzejewski. Always a pleasure talking to you. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Jan.